Yes, Kavita, what is the meaning of capital goods?
Capital goods are nothing but which are used in the input of the production process.
Give me example.
For example, machineries. In industrial process, machineries are used to produce products. For example, wheat machine to produce bread.
Okay. What is the difference between the personal good and public good?
Personal good which is available for everyone,
Hmm.
whereas private good it is available only for the certain people and it is non-exclusive. I
Okay.
mean, like if, for example, if I wear the cloth, then that will be non-available to the other person. But then in case of a personal good, park, even if I enter the park, even others can enter the park. I mean, even others can use the park, sir.
So tell me, what is the meaning of indifference curve?
Indifference curve is nothing but the satisfaction level. So the satisfaction level at each point remains same.
Okay, give me example.
Example is for example, 4 apples and 2 oranges. If I consider product A and product B as 4 apples and 2 oranges, the satisfaction level remains same. And if I give 3 apples and 3 oranges, the satisfaction level remains same, sir.
Okay. Give me example for given goods.
Given goods, rice. Given goods are the inferior good.
Okay.
And it will have low substitution.
Okay.
So, for example, rice, for the people, rice is the stable good. Even if the price of the rice increases, still people will buy rice.
Okay.
Because it will have less substitution.
Demand is not going to be decreased despite a price is increasing. According to the theory of the economics, if price is increasing, demand is reducing. But however, in given goods, despite the price is increasing, demand is consistent and increasing. So that's why it is called a given goods. Okay. Tell me, if some product is inelastic, what is the meaning of that?
Inelastic. Inelastic is that even though there is a large change in the price, but it doesn't affect the demand.
Okay, okay, okay. Give me example. So for example, if I say rice is the petroleum product is inelastic, what exactly meaning of that?
So,
petroleum products are inelastic. What exactly meaning of that?
petroleum products are inelastic, which means even the price of the petrol increases,
Okay.
still people buy the petrol.
Okay,
The demand doesn't change for petrol, sir.
okay. What is the meaning of working capital? Give me example.
So working capital are used in the day-to-day operations and that can be replenished. For example, petrol. Once you use petrol, you have to buy once again the petrol.
Okay. So tell me, what are the components of GNP?
Components of GNP, gross national product. GDP plus net factor income from abroad.
Okay. In net national product, what is the component?
Net national product, GNP minus depreciation.
What is meaning of depreciation?
Depreciation is nothing but the amount that is foregone for the wear and tear.
Okay.
As a long period of time, the value of the machinery or whatever the product, it will decrease.
So tell me, national income. What is the meaning of national income? Which formula are we going to use? National income.
National income is the income that individual gets in the economy. For national income, we'll use NNP at factor cost. Net national product at factor cost.
What is difference between factor cost and market cost?
Factor cost is nothing but the cost that is required for the production. For example, rent, labor, wages, and the profit. But then market cost is nothing but the consumer paying for particular product. The market cost includes tax, direct or indirect tax, and it will exclude subsidies.
So tell me, can we include subsidies in the factor cost?
No, sir.
We are not including subsidies in the factor cost.
In factor cost is nothing but the cost that is required for the production.
So can we include the subsidy amount or not?
No, sir.
Okay. So tell me, generally nominal GDP is higher or real GDP is higher?
Nominal GDP
Why?
is higher because of the inflation.
Okay. Tell me whether inflation is good for the economy or not.
So the creeping inflation is good for the economy because that will lead for the
Creeping.
Creeping.
Okay. What is meaning of creeping inflation?
Creeping inflation is nothing but the inflation which is, with 1 to 2% of the inflation is good for the economy because that will lead to more demand, production, employment opportunities.
Okay. What exactly meaning of GDP deflated?
GDP deflator is the ratio of nominal GDP and the real GDP, which will provide the difference of the price with respect to real GDP. So base year.
What is difference between personal income and personal disposable income?
Personal income is nothing but personal income, the income that an individual gets in the economy, whereas personal disposable income, the income that individual get after deduction of all the taxes.
Okay. So if the capital output ratio is higher, is it a good indicator or bad indicator?
Bad indicators. Sir.
Why?
Because even for the production of 1 unit, they are going to use more capital.
Okay. So tell me, savings rate is high, capital output ratio is low. Is it good or bad?
So savings are good, but then it should be productive investment. If it's good for the economy, but then
In what way it is a good for economy?
so savings, if people is saving, then definitely they'll deposit in bank. Bank can utilize for providing loans. In such way, it is good for the economy. But then if they save at home itself, so there won't be any kind of money multiplier.
So tell me, what is the meaning of jobless growth?
Jobless growth is nothing but the economy is growing, but then it is not transforming to the employment opportunities.
Why it happened in India?
So actually, we shifted from the agriculture sector to service sector by undermining the manufacturing sector. Actually, manufacturing sector is a labor-intensive route which will provide more employment opportunities. But then service sector is the automation.
Okay.
Everything will be done by the automation. So the proportion for the employment opportunity is very less in service sector.
And one thing, it is more for the skilled laborers.
Skilled laborers.
One software engineer can get the salary equal to the 10 farmers. Okay. What you mentioned, disguised unemployment. What exactly meaning of disguised unemployment?
Disguised unemployment. If I want to explain with an example.
Yeah, give me example only. I appreciate if you give example.
So in agriculture, even if 2 people are working, so the productivity remains. The productivity is 10. Even if more number of people are working, for example 6, the productivity remains the same.
Okay.
So now the potential of the extra people who are working, that will, that is a kind of waste, or the productivity is not utilized properly.
Okay, what is difference between recession and slowdown?
Recession is nothing but there is fall in the GDP for 2 quarters, negative GDP.
Okay.
But then whereas slowdown is nothing but the economic growth will slow.
Okay, okay. What is meaning of meltdown? You mentioned here in UPSC it has asked.
Yeah. Fall in the stock prices.
Falling the
Prices of the stock.
stocks, financial sharp and sudden decline.
In the assets.
Okay, good. You are moving in the right direction. Okay. Tell me something about Amartya Sen idea. What exactly he has told?
Amartya Sen idea. Amartya Sen idea is all about development program. Where he says the economic development of a country has to be where the economic development of the country should be based on the human development index, like the freedom, the education, the health, capital formation. So this is what the Amartya Sen's ideas.
You are not telling exactly what he has told. He has told, rather than developing a human being, you give opportunities for them to develop themselves. Okay. He has told development itself is a freedom. You should not give freedom. Development itself is a freedom. So you give enough opportunities for human being to develop their capacities. They can develop according to their strengths. Okay. Tell me the 3 indicators of human development indicators.
Health.
Okay.
And education.
Okay.
Standard of living.
The sub indicators of the health.
Sub indicators of health. Paternity.
No,
maternity.
wrong. Education.
Mean years of schooling.
Yeah, that's great. Expected year of schooling. Okay. Who is publishing this Women Development Index?
Women.
Who is which institution?
Okay, sir. UNDP, United Nations Development Program.
Okay. What about this multi-dimensional poverty index?
UNDP only, sir.
Only UNDP. There are other 2 institutions are there. Huh? Who is releasing multi-dimensional poverty index in India? You don't know?
No, sir.
You have to find out.
Okay, sir.
So tell me, what is the meaning of Z-shaped recovery?
Z-shaped recovery.
Hmm.
Z-shaped recovery is nothing but where the recovery, the recession, where the recovery will optimistic recovery, sir. So no one will expect that kind of recovery to happen. Like it will go in this way, optimistic recovery, and after a certain period of time, it will come down to the normal pre-cases level.
So when we have witnessed a K-shaped recovery in Indian economy?
During COVID-19, sir, certain sectors were
After
growing.
COVID-19. After
COVID-19, certain sectors were growing, but certain sectors were stagnated.
Okay. What exactly meaning of Harrod and Domer model?
Harrod-Domer model, where he says that for the Harrod-Domer model, where he says that for the good economic growth, economic rate, savings and productive investments are very much necessary.
What is meaning of paradox of thrift?
Paradox of thrift.
Who proposed that one?
Paradox thrift is nothing but say like even if the people like in during recession, even if the people save, but that is not converting into the investment because they are saving at home.
No. Everyone is saving. Then if everyone saves, then how aggregate demand is going to increase? If everyone in a saving mode, then demand is not going to increase. To a certain extent, saving is good, but not above the threshold level. Okay. If you keep on saving, you are not investing for Kantara movie, you are not ordering food in the Zomato, then how Zomato will survive? How Kantara film will survive? If you keep on saving, right?
Yes, sir.
To some extent, savings is accepted. Okay. What is meaning of laissez-faire?
This is fair. Non-interference of government, sir.
It is rather than minimal interference. Okay. Okay. In Lorentz curve, if curve is 45 degree, what exactly meaning of that?
Equality, sir. Perfect equality.
In Gini coefficient, if some Gini coefficient value is 0, what is the meaning of that?
Perfect equality, sir.
Okay. Okay, what is the meaning of, what is the crux of the Why Nation Fails book? Why Nation Fails? Why nation going to fail? You mentioned here.
Yes, sir. Institutional approach.
What is meaning of that? What is that?
Sir, it talks about inclusive growth.
Inclusive growth. That's why nation fails, huh?
No, sir.
Okay.
Because of lack of inclusive growth, the nation is failing. Because of high concentration of wealth.
It's not like institutions are going to fail because of corruption, nepotism. If institutions are fail to deliver the services to the downtrodden, then automatically society fails, nation fails. So institutional corruptions,
Okay, sir.
those things will make nations to fail. So what is meaning of resource curse?
Resources. Even though particular country have resources, but then due to corruption and leakages, that is creating a kind of chaos over there. So, for example, Malaysia, Nigeria.
Okay. What is money multiplier?
Money multiplier.
Okay. Fine. So your session is concluded. You have done a great job. So you keep continuing like this.